Well, hello everybody. How are we all this week? I've been a little bit off this week. I've not been 100% well. I can feel lots of things shifting and changing in myself. Don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments. Please share where you're at, because it helps bring in the collective brew that we're going to shift and move and come more into alignment with. So bear with me, I feel a little bit off, but I do know that it is always perfect. So sometimes when we're not 100% or not, we're in the right place. We're in the right place. I was like, should I come on and do this today? And it's like, yes, you should. It's not a should, it's a must, as my old business coach would say. It's a must. There you go, dream big. It's time to dream big. And when we dream big, we have to show up. We have to show up for ourselves first. And however I show up is exactly as I need to be. And yeah, I couldn't do that yesterday. There was a thing that I had to do, a workshop that we were going to do yesterday, and I felt really horrible about that. And yeah, I had lots of waves of prosperity. I had lots of things come up around that, and I had to really sit in that and choose me. Yesterday was about choosing me. A really big day for me yesterday. It's quite emotional. And I chose me. I chose me yesterday in the deepest way that I could, and it feels really good. Really sad, but really good. And so when those times come for you, it's like a lot of the time there's a lot of chaos around, a lot of chaos and mess and things and stories and all that happening around us. But when, as you saw, when I just dropped into that middle part of the eye of the storm, I could find that place in me. And that place in me is where the energy needed to move yesterday, the emotion needed to move. That's why I feel like I've had this stuff happening, which I could say is, oh, I'm not well and whatever, but it's just movement. It's just stuff wanting to come out. And I'm realizing this week, a big message this week is, when there's chaos, how do you find the stillness? How do you find the peace within yourself? How do you find the eye of the storm? Yeah. And finding that place and being there allows everything to move. It allows you to receive what you need to. Because if we're in the chaos and we're out in the craziness, then that's what we're going to be getting more of. That's what we're going to be. But there is chaos. Chaos brings us. Chaos is saying to us, everything's getting a bit messy out here. Find your center. So it's time to find our center this week. Let's see what we've got. What do we need? I've got these cards again today. How do we get it? And what's stopping us all as a collective this week? What do we need? How do we get it? Yes. And what is stopping us? Okay, great. What do we need? Ready, set, go. Are you ready? We've just completed yesterday with the eclipse. We've just completed that. And now coming, I think it's the 23rd in Australia, we're coming into the equinox. And so this is a space we've just let go of everything that we don't want, and then done all the karmic stuff and let it all go. And now we're coming into these few days where it's like brew time. What do you want? Ready, set, go. Are you ready? Now is the perfect moment to dive in and remember and embrace your heart's desires. So that is top priority. What is your heart's desire? Not what you think you should be doing or what society says. What's your heart's desire? And to find that place, that's when you have to come into that center, into the eye of the storm, where it is calm. It is calm, it is peaceful, there is a lot of grace there. And when you get to that place, and the tears can sometimes just be a gateway, can just be a space where you can bring yourself in, and then when you really feel that, you can let go of whatever's there. So allow any emotion, even if it's, I don't want to be angry. If you're doing it from that centered space, it's going to move. So it will be very quick. It will just move through you, and allow yourself. Because when you're in the story emotion, that's a very different picture when you're in the story emotion. So starting to find that truth, that heart's desire space within you. How do we get it? What do we need? How do we get it? Treasure chest. So the treasure is yours, and it's yours to find only. No one else can find it for you. No one else can fix it for you. No one else can bring it to you. It is always you. You are creating this movie. So unforeseen windfalls of new abundance comes to you now. When we get out of our own way, everything can be received. Everything that we've ever desired. And so thinking about those desires now that we've just let go of all the things we don't want, what do we want? And what do we want it to look like? How do we want it to feel? Deeply feel into this. Allow your body to be your measure. So a lot of the time we can disconnect from our body, and it's the thing that's, it's starting to tell us. It's got that right at the end space that when we need to get rid of something, but it's also got that space of, can you feel that? Can you feel that? And so our body helps us to do that as well. So finding the abundance in everything that we have, being ready to find our heart's desires, and really come into that space of truth within ourselves, of, when we're in the chaos. So always just taking note this week. It's taking note of where you are sitting. Are you sitting outside of yourself? I noted yesterday I was not in my body at one point. I was not in my body, and I just couldn't, and everything was feeling chaotic and confused was a word my friend used. And yes, I was confused because I wasn't in my being. I wasn't listening to my heart. I wasn't in my heart, because when I actually stopped and went in, as my beautiful friend held this space for me, that I just and found it, the grief and it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was so worth finding. It was so worth being there. And I just allowed that, and it happened, and lots of things. And through all of that, coming through all the chaos, coming through all the grief, coming through, I found a place in me that I don't know that I've ever found before. And I found me, was what I kept saying yesterday. I'm choosing me, and I found me, the deep part that I'd locked away and had forgotten about. So no more. This is where my heart's desire is, to find all my parts, to be whole within myself, to have my kingdom with me, within me, and all my parts. So that to me is my treasure chest at the moment, is finding that and being with that. And so find your treasure chest. What is that for you? What is your heart's desires, and how does that bring in that abundance for you? And what's stopping you? Consult an expert. So when we're in the chaos, when we're in the confusion, we can't see the truth. We can't see it. We're in the storm, we're in the chaos, we're in the craziness, and we can't see it. So at those times, that's when you consult an expert. So that might be like the randomness of yesterday, that I was actually asleep and my friend called me, and I woke up. So I wasn't in my hanging on space, and it just happened. So as much as I had been saying before that, what is happening, what is going on, that to me is consulting an expert. That is saying, I need more. I can't see through this forest at the moment. And what do I need? And she came at the right time. So thank you to Robin. And the consultant expert may be that you book yourself in for a session with somebody. It may be that you sit with a friend and say, I just need to hash through this stuff. Can I just share this stuff out? So more information is needed. This is what's in the way too. So consulting an expert doesn't mean we have to do all this on our own. We don't have to do all this on our own. We can consult spaces, even if it's the space within us, like our higher self, even if that is our expert at the moment. It's like, oh, what do I need? I need something that is going to nourish myself. So consulting an expert isn't looking outside of yourself all the time. It's about bringing others, bringing the collective closer to you so that you have all angles covered, so that you can see it from all angles. And sometimes it's just what that person, or it might be your journal is the expert. It might be you writing from, you can do writing where you write with one hand the question, with your non-dominant hand, with your dominant hand you write the question, and with your non-dominant hand you write the answer. Because if you ask the question, then the answer is already there. So that to me is what I'm hearing in this card too. Don't get in your own way. Just ask the questions. Keep asking the questions, and the answer will be there. Ask the questions and the answer will be there. Ask the questions and the answer will be there. Even if that's all you do, all of a sudden, you'll find it. So that's what's happening there today. And let's just pick a tarot card or see what wants to come out from the tarot cards too, just to add to that. What do we need to know? Collective, there we go. Yeah, Page of Swords. So we don't have to come from our mind. Well, we're starting to realize that it's a wholeness. So the swords are our mind and how our thoughts and how we process. So the page is like, it's new. It's a new way to think. A new way to be is to feel first and then allow the thinking to happen. So we're on a new path. That's where the page is coming. We're on a new way of thinking and being, and that it's not either or. It's not we're only in our heart or we're only in our head. It's how do we use that together? I can just keep seeing when I'm saying that. I can see the figure 8 happening. And so just start running that figure 8, that infinity symbol around, that energy to bring them together. We have a new way of being, and we have to learn what that is in this new world. And so the page is showing us that we are in that. We're in that. And it's a new way of thinking and being. And so we have the Emperor and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, it can feel full. So the Emperor is saying, own your physical, own your human part of who you are. It's time to bring it all together and own it and start walking it and start walking your divine. Start walking, we don't have to live from our distorted anymore. And the 7 of Pentacles, I'll just show you that, just so you can get the picture of that. So there's like one on one side and abundance on the other side. And it's like, where are you out of balance? Where are you out of balance at the moment? How can you bring more of that balance? So for me, that is part of that, bringing the physical and the energetic together. There is no either or. There is no either or. That's the main lesson this week. There is no either or. How do you have your wholeness? How do you connect everything together? How do you hold that space within you? And you can have it all. I love that. You can have it all. And the other part that has been really dear to me at the moment is I matter. So saying that to yourself, you matter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an incredible week.